Hey everyone, this is David from Toledo Antique, and I'm here at my friend's antique store in Defiance, Ohio. This is Fort Defiance Antiques. So I just wanted to show you guys around. They've got some really cool stuff here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, share with your friends if you don't mind, and I do have a live sale coming up tonight, so you don't want to miss that. That's on Perfecting Pearls channel at 5 p.m. Eastern time. But come on, let's look around this antique store, see what we can find. Okay, so the gentleman who runs this antique store, he is a furniture expert, so you're going to see a lot of nice furniture here. This secretary desk I really like because of the burled veneer. You can see on the veneer this burled wood. It just makes things a little more valuable. So I always like to see that when I'm looking at furniture. But this is an old secretary desk, kind of reminds me of Eastlake style furniture. And then there's some cool stuff inside it on display. So here we have a couple stems. They're probably either Fostoria or Tiffin glass. Have a nice optic on the glass, but you do find quite a bit of Tiffin glass around this area in Ohio. So that's really cool. And then this is marked a Westmoreland toothpick holder, so a bird toothpick holder. And we have like a cranberry glass planter. It's a little bit hard to see, or maybe a vase. Hard to see through that glass. But up here is a very interesting item. They actually have an Ark of the Covenant. So I haven't seen that one before. Actually, that's the first time I've ever seen that. So it's always interesting when you see something for the first time, you know. Over here we have, this is a cane like case. It's to hold canes, maybe for like a cane store or something. Somebody who was selling some canes. So, but this one says not for sale, so I think they really like that one because they're not selling it. Over here there's a couple like sewing cabinets. So I think he really likes to bring in sewing cabinets. And they're pretty valuable. Those are usually worth about $400 or $500. We have some oriental furniture over here, some inlaid wood. So those chairs are really nice. Like a corner chair, I believe that would be categorized as. And then we have this mother of pearl dressing screen. But let me show you a little bit of a close-up on that mother of pearl inlaid. That is super nice. And then over there, there's like a inlaid chest as well. So definitely some cool items. And in this display case, you can see the Namaji pottery vase. So that one's really cool. A lot of cool colors there. $40 on that one. And then down here, some Roseville pottery. This kind of looks like the pottery section. We have like a really nice Van Briggle. I think this would probably be categorized as a vase because it has a flower frog in the middle, but kind of not your typical shape of a vase, right? But Van Briggle right there. Oh, yes, so the cane case is original to this store. That's why they're keeping it. Oh, and I guess it could be an umbrella case. Huh.
Yes.
Did you say this is an umbrella case or a cane case?
That's an umbrella case.
Oh.
And the one on the stage there is
Yeah.
an umbrella to your right.
Oh, so this one's for umbrellas?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So here's an umbrella case, and that I just noticed that. It's the first time I saw that in here. So that's really cool. Vintage display items, but a lot of glass there. So that's really cool. Then they have a nice ceramic Christmas tree up here as well. And over here, there's a cigar sign. So that's cool. They also really like signs at this store. Then we have some Pyrex. So got all the colors there, the yellow, green, red, and blue Pyrex. So these are for like displaying some clothes, vintage dress forms. They're called dress forms. So you learn something new all the time when you're out looking at antiques. And then over here, we do have a lot of toys in this cabinet. So you got like the Snow White lunchbox, and then you got a little robot. Looks like a nice dump truck there. vintage dump truck. I believe that these are like little lead soldiers, so those are cool. Then we have like a little wind-up bear toy back there. Just want to show you guys around. This says Fonz is cool, so you guys remember Fonzie? Anybody remember Fonzie? And don't forget in the comments to comment if you really like something or something that is your style of item. Don't forget to comment and let us know what your favorite items are. And there's like a little clown top. I think that thing spins. And that's pretty psychedelic probably when that's spinning. Some more lead soldiers. Then Oliver tractors. So they have a couple Oliver tractor toys here. Reminds me actually of this typewriter one time I sold. I sold an Oliver number 9 typewriter. Oh, there's a dachshund. A little doxy. We love dachshunds in case you don't know. And they love us back. So over here, there's a lot of glassware. And these are Joseph original figurines. So those are really cute. Gotta love the Joseph originals. And I'm totally looking for Joseph original lipstick holders. If anybody sees them out there, send me one. And then this is interesting because it's like, I think that's a pin cushion with a porcelain head doll. So that's super fun. Kind of like a combo item. This brass box over here is really cool as well. It's got like a cherub, a group of cherubs, and they look like they're wrestling to me, which is pretty funny. Then there's cherubs all around the edge, and I believe it's categorized as like repoussé because it's like hammered metal. They hammer it from the back to make it, but that's a German brass box, which I totally thought about buying, but I'm waiting for one of you guys to buy it. And here we have like, that's like speckled glass. And then you can see we've got a bunch of purses, and they're beaded purses and things like that. So there's quite a variety. That little flower frog in the back, it's a ceramic dancing lady flower frog. And just some cool items in here. Paperweights, little glass dog, porcelain shoes, glass shoes. And then this glass shoe, you can see the head of a kitten there. So glass slipper. Then there's Daisy and Button. You can really see the Daisy and Button on that glass right there. And one thing that's interesting, I remember Stephanie with Crazy for Kitsch on Instagram. She had some of those, that pink crystal there. She was selling some of those the other day. So super fun. Little powder dish. Very interesting. Maybe I should buy that. And then we've got this, this looks like aluminum. It looks like an aluminum mirror. That metal looks like aluminum to me, and that's a pretty cool mirror. Prince. Looks like Prince there. So definitely some interesting items. Now check out this cabinet behind me with that big glass on the front. Very rare to see this kind of thing. I usually don't see a cabinet that has glass on the bottom like that. Usually this would be wood, like a secretary desk, and then you have the display case. So definitely some interesting stuff you'll see at the antique stores in Ohio. Porcelain, hand-painted floral tea set there. And then this over here, oh, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I think that's Royal Worcester porcelain. There's a Victorian lady on this piece of porcelain. We sell a lot of porcelain. Porcelain is actually very interesting. It's like a huge money maker, and it's one of the things that is totally underestimated. Here's a little bunny dish. Literally a bunny dish, but it's underestimated in the market. If you check my Instagram, I just sold a porcelain vase out of Poland for $620. So that's very interesting. This looks like maybe an old coffee grinder. I usually don't see that with the glass front. I've seen this type of coffee grinder before, but not the one with the glass front where you can see how many coffee beans are in it. Then we have this glass lion candy dish. It's like a candy dish with a lid. I always think these are really cool and interesting when I see them. So super nice. I just like to see that lion sitting on top. But yeah, back to the porcelain. Like, this porcelain I sold was out of Poland, so I'd never heard of it before. It's marked with a C, and it reminds me actually of this teacup that I sold one time for $725 that was also marked with a C, and I was never able to figure out who made it, but I think I know now. But you can see, I think that's a very nice handle on that piece of glass with the blue and the amber, so that's really cool. Let's see what's over here. So this is kind of like maybe some metal items, you know, maybe some war memorabilia, like that belt buckle. I don't know if that's reproduction or not, but that's the type of belt buckle that would be on a soldier's belt. Like, I think actually that was for the North. The northern soldiers had a belt buckle that said US in the Civil War. And then here you can see these cast metal lion coin banks, so that'll help you save your money. Sometimes you got to save some money, right? Oh, up here, I don't know if you could see that, but that's like a sign for a shoe store that was here in Defiance, Ohio. So the lady and gentleman who run this antique store, oh, it just turned on. Look at that. Magical. So that's really cool. But they collect like Defiance memorabilia, so they really like stuff that's related to the area here, which is pretty cool because it's stuff that I wouldn't even know much about. But this item is very interesting. It says not for sale, but this is like a place where you could make an offering for the poor. So maybe it was at like a Catholic church or something, and you could put some coins in there. Maybe I should put a coin in there and, you know, make an offering for the poor, right? Then this is a Black Forest magazine rack. So the style is a little bit like blocky, reminds me of like Eastlake furniture, but I really like that carved wolf head up top. And it reminds me of this Black Forest hunting cabinet that I have at my antique store. Then here's a Buckeye beer sign. And then we have a Land O'Lakes thermometer. So vintage thermometer. Super cute. It's the Land O'Lakes symbol. Then we have like a Coca-Cola rack over here. So this antique store is just loaded with really sweet stuff. Everything from Coca-Cola to antique furniture. Let's see more about what's over here. So you could see like they have furniture cabinets that have a lot of advertising on there. Then this looks like kind of like a Structo vintage metal truck. There's the exit. We know where the exit's at. And then up here, I don't know if you could see that. It's pretty high up, but there's a sign for Bunny Bread, which is a bread company in the Defiance area. I think Brown Bakery made Bunny Bread, which I've learned about because I came to this antique store. Otherwise, I would have no idea. And then this is Turnbull Wagon Company. You can see it was a wagon company in Defiance, Ohio. So a lot of history here actually at this store. And then they have Ballreich's potato chips, these tins. So Ballreich's chips are made in Toledo area. And then they got a dental sign. And this one looks like a porcelain sign that says to the city. So you could see kind of some wear on the porcelain. And it's pretty interesting. So a lot of cool stuff here. You can see some more purses. Oh, I'm just making a video of your store. You know, I got to show the cool stuff you got here.
All right.
You got another
Yeah,
weather van.
with this, I'm not making a headway, so I gave up.
Oh, the one you were repairing?
Well, I just kind of get some patina to it because it's all worked on.
Yeah.
By the time I make some headway, I go backwards, so I gave up for a while.
So you can see
Wanna
it
go
here's
through the natural area.
this wooden Indian. What is this from? Cigar store?
Yes, cigar store.
Okay. Pretty cool stuff. Well, we've got some jewelry.
Pretty hard to find. I don't know how old it is.
Oh yeah, and they're very expensive when you find them.
You got an early one. They're good early one, like a turn of the century one. That one I don't know how old it is, but whoever carved it did a good job.
Yeah.
A lot of detail to it. I looked for a long time to find a one that I like.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of that item, you know, I'll tell you. So they have some old slot machines here. If you go to Vegas, you probably aren't going to see these. But a lot of cool stuff. Well, so I think that's pretty good for part one of the video, but I'm going to show you more later of their antique store and the cool stuff they got. A lot of colorful glass. Like these are old Barber bottles. But yeah, I'm going to show you more stuff later. And so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. And we'll see you soon.